Hello, Jen here with a layout for the Shotz design team. I'm so excited to be designing for Shotz. What a fantastic store. If you're looking for a Canadian scrapbooking store to support, please go and check them out. The links are down below, and you're going to find everything you need for scrapbooking. So from all the papers and ephemera and embellishments and everything to mixed media and stamping and, card making supplies, everything you're looking for, dyes and die cutting machines and all that kind of stuff. You're going to find it all there. So take a quick look and see. You'll definitely find some goodies that you're interested in. I've been posting some of the sales and things that are happening, and Sandy will often pop on and do some lives when she gets new stuff in. So go and check that out. The links for the store and also the Facebook group and everything are all down below in the description box. I do know Sandy also will read your messages. If there is something that you're looking for that maybe you can't find in other stores, pop her a quick message, DM her. No promises, but I know that she reads requests and I know that she will do her best to kind of look into those types of things. So go and check that all out. And thanks for joining me and staying for a video that's a little bit longer than the last few that I've been posting. My back to school hop my back to school hop layouts were all pretty quick and easy layouts. They came together super quick and the videos were pretty short. So this one's a little bit longer, and I wanted to really kind of go through the process of creating this fun little mini album and just have the opportunity to chat and catch up with everybody. How's your summer going? I thought this summer I was going to have lots of extra time to get my channel organized and get working on monetizing and finding ways to, share my channel and share my Instagram and all of that, my TikTok, and get growing. And no, that hasn't really happened. It's been a bit of a busy summer. I have a toddler heading into preschooler, so that definitely keeps me busy. And then, of course, you guys know he has some medical issues. Issues is not the right word. I still haven't figured out what the appropriate thing to say is. They're not issues, but he just, he has some medical complexities that mean we're, having appointments and things like that a little bit more often than kids who don't have those things. So it's kept me pretty busy this summer, and I haven't checked everything off my list that I thought I was going to check, but that's okay. I'm still working away at it, and we'll get there. So how are you guys doing? It feels like I haven't been posting enough longer videos to kind of sit down and chat and just share what's been going on. So I hope you guys are all having a great summer/winter if you are on the other hemisphere listening to me, and that, all of my Canadian friends are safe. No one is stuck in the fires going on or the flooding or any of the crazy weather that we've been having. I hope everyone's doing really well. We were in Kelowna right before the fires there, and as we were driving home, we actually watched a few of the big fires ignite. It was pretty scary. We were going to stop in Kamloops for the night, and we really kind of questioned whether we should stop or just keep going because we could already see how big the Rossmore fire was. And we kind of, the way that Highway 1 kind of travels from Merritt to Kamloops, we watched that fire just get bigger and bigger for quite a while. So we debated whether we should cancel our hotel and just make the rest of the trip home, which would have been another about another 7 hours, or I guess we didn't realize it at the time, but that 7-hour drive actually ended up taking me more like 9 or 10 hours because we got stuck in a bunch of traffic and people being evacuated from all over. And yeah, just kind of scary. Obviously not as scary as actually living there. My heart goes out to everybody affected by those fires, but you know, scary enough for us driving through and realizing that we kind of just made it out in the nick of time, because by the time we got home, the news was already reporting that Kelowna was having major issues, and there were new fires cropping up all over. So yeah, pretty scary, but other than that, we're doing really good. We survived the heat waves, we survived the drought for the most part. My lawn's maybe not as happy as it could be, but that's okay. And yeah, so we're doing pretty good. So I hope you guys are too. So let me tell you a little bit about what I am actually creating here. I have the Little Things collection from Simple Stories. I did a haul to share all of the stuff that I got from Sandy at Scrap Shotz, so you can go and check that out if you want to see all of the goodies. But as soon as I saw that tag paper, I knew I wanted to make a cute little mini album with it. I think I even said that when I bought the Vicky Boutin paper that was also tags like this, like what, 6 months ago? No, more than that. We're now into like almost maybe 8 months ago, because it was way before Christmas. It was the Christmas paper, and I said I wanted to make a mini album with it, and I never did. I still have that piece of paper. But as soon as I saw this one, I thought, I have to make a mini album with this. It's just so cute. And I love that they have the tag on the front and the back, which means you can cut it out and kind of use it as a 3-dimensional piece of paper. So if you were hiding some journaling in behind maybe a pocket that you've created, or just, you know, wanting to use these tags as actual tags, you have a front and a back. So I love that. I think it's a great idea that designers are creating. And so I just really wanted to create with it. So that's what I'm showing you. So I have, what I got from Sandy was the paper collection with the 12x12 sticker sheet. I also have the floral ephemera, and then I have the flat-backed brads, the sticker brads, and that actually came with a few little chipboard pieces as well. And then I have, what else? Oh, I have the chipboard, the 6x12 chipboard stickers. So I pulled all of those bits of ephemera out, and then I cut up the one piece of paper. I'm not adding any extra paper at all, because these are just really beautifully decorated on the one side, and the other side is blank, but they're all slightly different. So you can see here with this tag, you've got the top of the tag, which this one is a solid green, but some of them are the pattern, some of them are just a solid color that you find in the collection, and then some of them are lined, some of them are grid paper, some of them are just plain white. So they're all a little bit different on the back, but still blank. That B side is completely blank. So the perfect place to do some journaling or pop in a picture, whatever you want to do. So I didn't think I needed to add extra papers. I just needed to do a few little bits and pieces of embellishing to each one. And some, you know, I go a little bit more crazy, and others I don't really add very much, but I tried to add at least one cute little element to each one of them. So I'm not really overthinking this. This was a really simple project, very relaxing project. This is exactly the kind of project that you could just cut up your little tags, grab some of the stickers and whatever embellishments you want to use, and pop yourself in front of the TV with a hot drink and a snack and your favorite TV show, and just start working away at one tag at a time, and you know, finishing this little album. or bring this outside. I'm always looking for projects that I can take outside, especially if my kids are outside playing and my little guy's outside playing and they're, in the pool in the summer or just wanting to be outside. It's really windy where I live, so I don't often take actual scrapbooking. It sounds weird that I'm calling it actual scrapbooking because this is actual scrapbooking, but I don't generally take a layout, a 12 by 12 layout, and all of the elements that I would need to put it together and bring those outside because the wind is just going to scatter everything and it just gets too frustrating and complicated when I'm trying to chase down little bits of stuff that is, blowing everywhere. There is the odd time where it's not very windy and I could maybe do that, but I've just learned through experience that it's not always a great idea to take bigger projects outside. But this is a really quick and simple project. So apart from the floral ephemera, which I'm at my desk, so I'm okay with it being scattered all over. But, apart from that, I would keep that probably in the little baggie or transfer it into a bowl that I could put a lid on or something, just so those little bits and pieces don't fly away. But other than that, this would be super outdoor friendly or to take camping with you. And honestly, I have a plan for mine. I knew when I was creating mine that this is what I wanted to document, our little trip that we just went on. And I just want to pop one little picture to kind of symbolize every day of the trip. So very quick and very simple. I kind of knew that ahead of time. But if you didn't really have any specific plans, you could still do these little kinds of projects by just finding your papers that you think would work and fussy cutting things out. If you didn't have tag papers, you could definitely just grab a tag and use it as a guideline on some of your really pretty pattern papers that you might have and just fussy cut those out. Or it doesn't even have to be a tag shape. You could cut everything down into little like 4x4 squares or whatever you want to do, circles, that kind of thing. And just work on the base pages of a cute little album and then just tuck it away somewhere. And when something comes up that you think the album might work for, then you've already got it created. You can just pull it out and fill it in with the photos. So it's just kind of a fun, for me anyways, kind of a fun and therapeutic thing to do when I'm not filming and, creating a video for you guys, or I just want something to kind of fiddle with. It's the same with stitching on pages. I'll often just grab some pages that I really like that I think I might like to stitch the border or stitch some of the images or that kind of thing. I don't usually film it. I just pop in front of the TV and do it while I'm watching television. Or fussy cutting, I'll grab some cool pattern papers where I think I want to fussy cut out whatever the pattern is and just sit in front of the TV and fussy cut. So this is one of those types of projects for me, and definitely not something that you would have to create with specific intention. You could really literally just pull out all of the elements and put these little albums together and then tuck them away and just use them whenever the time is right, or just enjoy them the way that they are as these cute little embellished tags that you don't have to add any photos to if you didn't want to. It's just kind of the fun of creating and the fun of just sticking and plonking and popping things in where you think they fit and not having to overthink anything. So I really loved just sitting down and creating this, and I wanted to show you guys. I don't normally do 18-minute long videos, but I definitely wanted to show you guys my whole process because you can see I'm not hesitating too much. I'm just sort of, grabbing a few things and like here I experiment a little bit, and if it just doesn't kind of appeal to me, I move on to the next thing, and I'm just sticking them down and then going right to the next tag and not overthinking, not over complicating anything. And once I have my pictures down, if I want to come back and embellish with more whatever it might be, maybe some sequins or maybe some splatters or that kind of stuff. I can do that when I get back home and just add those little finishing touches if I want to, or I can just leave them exactly the way they are. So yeah, it was a really, really fun project. And this collection is just really bright and colorful and very kind of happy and summery. I always love the pops of purple that Simple Stories adds into their collections. It just makes me really happy. I wouldn't say that I'm overly kind of a purpley girl, but those little pops of purple are just something kind of unique that you don't get all the time. And so I just really like the way that they look. And then this one just has like the strawberries and the lemons and all those really kind of happy images to them. So essentially what I'm doing with each one is on the front or the A side, I don't really plan to put any pictures there. So if there was a quote or just some individual words, I took some embellishments to maybe try to highlight some of those words. If they were just images, I did things like I added those cute little dewdrops to the lemons on one of the tags type thing, just to kind of make the pattern that's already there a little bit more interesting. I added lots of chipboard to the front, and you saw me using some paper from a lunch bag, just like one of those paper lunch bags. I created a mini album using that, and I had a scrap piece of it beside me. I covered up the backs of any of those stickers that were popping out of the sides. I just covered them up with the paper lunch bag. I'm not going to bother trying to cover or hide any of that. I'm totally okay with that kind of hanging over the side like that camera, chipboard camera that you can see if you flip that tag over, which you'll see at the end. It's just the paper bag on the other side. I'm totally okay with that. If that bothers you, you could grab some pattern paper to cover that up, or grab your little like baby powder tool that you use for embossing and just rub baby powder all over the back of that sticker, and it'll take the stickiness away, and then you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I just kind of covered those up with the paper bags. And then on the B sides of all of these tags, as you'll come to see here, I just made sure that any embellishments that I didn't want to necessarily get tucked behind a picture have little pockets and spaces. Like here you can see the camera, where I didn't fully glue them down. So they're just glued down around the bottom edges. There's those beautiful dewdrops. Aren't those gorgeous? Those are from the robin's nest. So I just made sure there was lots of space where I could tuck those pictures in. And again, I can go back and stick them down better once I have all the pictures. But that is it. That is my little mini album. I will show you the update when the pictures are there. And that is it for me. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please click subscribe if you haven't already. Chat with me down in the comments. I love that. And definitely go check out Shotz for all your scrapbooking goodies. I will be back again soon. So until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.
Bye. Thanks to me. She button to my channel.